Hello and welcome. My name is Jose Francisco Mandivil, and with Jesus Loreto are going to talk about what makes a hero in this society. So, Jesus, please tell me, what do you think makes a hero in this society?
Sure. I think a hero is selfless, genuinely good person, and someone who gets the undivided attention of all of us, and causes a change. Um, s- sure, it will be someone willing to risk their own life to save uh, another. Um, I think you could complement this as well.
Alright, that's actually a good answer. I also think someone who has empathy and compassion for others. That's a social hero. Is one who transcends, confronts, and then conquers those elements of society. So today, we're going to talk about a hero in our history, Martin Luther King. Tell me about it, Jesus.
Yeah, Martin Luther King Jr. was an American Baptist minister and activist, and one of the most prominent leaders in the civil rights movement since 1955. During this time, the activism in the 1950s and 1960s, Martin Luther King led various protests under the principle of civil disobedience without violence, the same way as Mahatma Gandhi did. But in this way, he was able to gain some fame in the movement for equal civil rights.
Yeah, he was an American Baptist activist and pastor of the 20th century. He was born on January 15, 1929, in Atlanta, and died in April 4, 1968, in Memphis at the age of 39. He was mainly known for fighting for peacefully against racial segregations and discrimination in the United States.
On that occasion, Martin Luther King gave his most famous speech that was called I Have a Dream, which transcended borders and earned him great recognition and respect internationally. I have a dream. Uh, I dream that my four children will be one day live in a nation where they are not judged by the color of their skin, but their character. Actually, on August 28th of the 1963, the Civil Rights March started in the southern states of the USA, uh, came to an end in the U.S. capital of Washington. The African American activist Martin Luther King gave the speech that began with all the words in front of 200,000 people. The deeply optimistic, hopeful speech that proposes the ideal of a society based on the values of equality and fraternity, with full recognition of the civil rights and individual liberties of the African American community.
That's right. I also think about Martin Luther King as he advocated for peaceful approaches to some of the society's biggest problems. He was able to organize a number of marches and protests, and he was a key figure in this movement, this American civil rights movement. He was instrumental in the Memphis sanitation worker strike, the Montgomery bus boycott, and also the March on Washington. Very important. Of course, he's a civil rights legend. Dr. King led the movement to end segregation and counter prejudice in the United States through the means of peaceful protest. I mean, that's why he's a hero in in the history of our society. He had a profound effect on the national consciousness by making peaceful protests. And that's why I believe and I think Martin Luther King was a hero in this society. Thank you for your attention.